Okay, I want to welcome you to making the most easiest thing that I have ever made. It is all gluten-free, so for anybody out there trying to be gluten-free, this is very tasty. My son loves it. I'm sure that if you guys like pies and cakes, that you will love it too. My son wants apple, and I want peach. Always wash your hands before making food for anybody else. I'm sick, so I apologize that my nose is stuffed and that I don't look the best. But this is just pie filling that I got from the store. This store actually says that it's gluten-free right on the container, so I didn't really have to worry about that. So you just put that like this in a pan. This pan actually might be a little too big from what I'm wanting, but it's going to have to work. Okay, so that was my peaches, and then this side is going to be my apple. So I put the apple in there. You don't have to know how to bake to make this. Because, I mean, seriously, there's nothing to it. You're taking things out of containers and putting them in a pan and cooking them. So I make sure I flatten all my apples down so that everything's one level. The peaches are flattened down. Okay. Then I'm taking a gluten-free cake mix. I'm using a vanilla cake mix. You can use really whatever you want. The first time I learned how to make this, it was with a yellow cake mix. And you just want to spread that evenly over top of the pie filling. There is, like I said, this is the simplest thing that you are ever going to make, and it is just yummy. It is not the most healthiest thing for you to do because you use real butter. I'm going to do half of it in a I can't believe it's not butter. That is, you know, gluten-free, and then a lot of people don't have casein, and I think that I can't believe it's not butter is casein-free as well. You might want to check into that though. We don't have any issues with casein, so I don't know. But you just want a layer. I mean, just until you can't see, you can't see the apples, you can't see the peaches. You know, you can make cherry, you can make whatever you want, you can make. And I still have half a bag of cake mix left, so I mean, I can make another one of these if I wanted to. And what you do, which I have the oven preheated already to 350 degrees so that this is ready to go. You just take squares of butter. This is a salted butter because I think that the salted butter adds a bit of a crispy, I don't know, it's like a nutty flavor to all of the sweetness that you're eating. So that's why I always use butter. Oh, phooey. Let me move this little piece, because I want to do half of it, and I can't believe it's not butter, and half of it in butter, to see if there's any kind of difference in taste. The I can't believe it's not butter, of course, is going to be fewer calories. I think I figured it out, and it was like 250 calories a piece, because, I mean, there's 800 calories in a stick of butter, and I usually use an entire stick of butter on one of these. So, you know, if you're calorie counting, you know, it's a good thing to check in to see if, you know, I can't believe it's not butter is going to be any tastier, which I can't see how it would be, but, you know, just to see. I always like to get the edges, but that's, you know, that's what you want to do. Is make sure that it looks all pretty. And then that's the I can't believe it's not butter, which is completely different. I'm having a little bit more of a problem. Okay, and then once this is all done, then you stick it in the oven, and I think it's roughly about 12 minutes it's in the oven. You'll know because it'll be nice and brown and crispy on the top, and I mean, I'll come back and we'll see what it looks like with the I can't believe it's not butter. Since I honestly, this is the first time I've made it with I can't believe it's not butter. So, I honestly don't know what it's going to be like, what it's going to look like. I just know that the butter is going to be what is going to make your cake mix turn into a wonderful, crispy, I mean, just, it's just wonderful. You'll just have to trust me. Okay, so as soon as this is done baking, I'll come back and you guys will get to see what it looks like. Okay, so I am back, and I'm going to show you guys what it is going to look like. And roughly, this actually took me a lot longer because I accidentally turned the stove off, but it should take you guys around 20 minutes, but when it is done, it's going to look like this. It is going to be just like that. I don't know if you guys can see how brown it is on top, but that is the way you want it to look when it is finished.